Everyone, today is a very special day. For the first time on Swoldier Nation, we have a female, a Swoldier. So this is gonna be a good video for you guys out there to introduce the Swoldier Nation to your girlfriends, those significant others in your life. I have my good friend here, Katie.
Hi.
Katie, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am from Boise, Idaho. This is where I know Steve Cook from. I grew up playing hockey. Always lifted to become a better athlete, but then I transitioned over to bodybuilding. Now I'm an IFBB Bikini Pro. I'm about 4 or 5 weeks out from my next show, so.
Where's that at?
It's gonna be in Finland.
That's
Nordic Pro, so I'm gonna go abroad for a little bit.
give them a little taste of Boise, Idaho.
Yep, show them what we have here.
Katie's done big things. I met her first at bodybuilding.com. She's working in the clothing department, and that's how I got my foot in the door at bodybuilding.com. So, you know, you guys have probably seen her on an earlier video. I owe a lot of my connection to bodybuilding.com to Katie here, but she's doing big things. She's with BSN. So we got Optimum teaming up with BSN today for a little leg workout. We're gonna be doing a lot of higher reps, shorter rest time, really focusing on the brink of cardiovascular failure. So, you know, we're gonna be doing lots of supersets, some different exercises. I know Katie is gonna show you guys exactly how she likes to sculpt and mold. But this is a great exercise to do, you know, for those guys that don't really, like for myself, I don't really need to add a ton more size on my legs. So I will train them heavy, but then I also like this style of training as I get closer to a show, to really burn up those extra calories while I'm still fatiguing that muscle. So we're gonna be working mostly the quads today, bring a little bit of hamstrings in there as well, but this is gonna be just fast paced, something you can do with, you know, with that gal at the gym that you like to work out. It's a fun partner workout, but we're gonna take what she got a lot of great advice being a pro bikini. And we won't, don't let that BSN fool you. She's the real deal. Probably can't say that, but especially because we're brother and sister company.
So we're on team bodybuilding.com together, so we're allowed to
I did wear my bodybuilding.com. Well, all right. First up for the legs, we're just gonna warm up. Set a leg extension, the leg curl. A little bit higher reps today, so try to get about 20 reps on here. Nice and smooth, real easy. I know you guys have seen me do this lift before. At the top, make sure your toes point out, hold for a half second, and then back down. Really isolating that vastus medialis in there. This is the you know, as I get closer to a comp, I make sure that I do a lot of leg extensions, really bring out the definition, slow it down, working those different types of muscle fibers. And this is just, like I said, going to be the warm-up for what we do after this. All right, after the leg extensions, just jump over here. You got leg curls. On these, you want to make sure those hips stay glued to the pad. I don't want the hips coming up in the back. Your butt should not be up in the air. Your butt cheek should really be flexed against that pad if you want to really isolate the hamstrings. Keep that pubic bone against that pad the whole time and just squeeze all the way up. And I keep my upper body elevated like this just to make sure that those hips stay down. With 20 reps on there, back over to the leg extensions.
Same thing like on the leg extension. You want to have your feet turned down just a little bit. It's going to hit a little bit different part of your hamstring, so that when you are on stage, you can see it because it's a little bit wider instead of when you're turning to the side.
You notice
everything's from stage.
That's true. You got to always think about what the judges are seeing. You can see her foot placement. And you can actually start feeling it in different areas of the hamstrings. Just like, you know, when you squat, toes pointed out, toes pointed in, you're gonna be hitting various areas. Obviously it's gonna be working quads in general, but you can kind of target those areas a little bit. Mindset of a bikini girl. She's training heavy. Alrighty, so coming to our first giant set. We're gonna be doing a dumbbell front squat We're gonna do that, and it's gonna be a giant set. So we're gonna be doing, with that, we're gonna be doing a straight leg Romanian deadlift with dumbbells, and then in between that, just to keep that heart rate elevated, to make sure we're burning a ton of calories in here, we're gonna be doing a box jump, kind of like a step up and over. Not a whole lot of rest time, it's just go, go, go here. After each circuit, rest for 60 seconds, get a drink, but besides that, it's just pounding it, knocking out these movements, never sacrificing no. That's one round. In the books, take 60 seconds. And right back here, we got 3 more rounds of those. Cheer your partner as they finish up their set. It's kind of nice to work out with somebody. It's kind of like that CrossFit mentality where you're cheering on the other person. It's, you know, it's a draining workout. Make sure you're drinking a lot of water in between sets, and don't let that form start slacking when you get tired.
Steve wanted me to tell you a little bit how I train. I'm trying to put on some muscle in my legs. Obviously, I'm getting closer to a show right now, but I actually divide my leg days up. Like I do quads, hamstrings, and then I focus on my glutes. Obviously, you're gonna hit your quads a little bit when you do glutes, but that way it gives your body enough time to break down and repair, because your legs are such big muscles that it's really taxing on your body to try to do your legs all in one day. So to be able to break down my legs, it gives them enough time to actually grow and rebuild and rest. A workout like this is really good when I'm getting closer to my show, because obviously I need to do cardio, I need to burn fat. So having these supersets and going from here to there in box jumps really keeps my heart rate up. So this is something that I start to do as I get closer to my show. And I'm losing my breath.
I heard it. She was talking to you guys about priority training. You know, her weak areas, her legs, she split them up into 2 different days so she could give more time and devotion to those specific areas. That's exactly what we always talk about. Good to see a bikini girl using those types of principles.
Notice how Steve puts his weights away? That's what you should do when you're in the gym.
If you can't finish it, don't start it. Start to finish, till the weights get put away. And what I always say, if you look like a meathead, make sure you go out of your way to be nice to people, but put your damn weights away.
I already put mine away, so.
Alrighty. Okay, for our next giant set, or super set I should say, on here, we're going to be doing this beautiful exercise. I was introduced to these by Charles Glass at Gold's Gym, the Mecca in Venice there. I did on kind of on a leg press that was a horizontal one, and it was all about here you keep your foot at a 45-degree angle, and it really is all about working this outer part of the quad there. These
are one of my favorite exercises that you can do. You can find a leg extension machine at almost every gym. You can find it in a hotel gym, whatever. And it's good because it really isolates your glutes. And so, set up the leg extension machine, stick it out just a little bit, because the motion is going to be pushing upward. So just make sure you're on all fours. Keep your abs tight so your lower back's not arching. Start right here. You're just going to push up. just like this.
Next, if you're not going to be doing the booty work on the leg extensions, which I'm going to skip today. I love doing them, but I'm going to skip today. I'm going to be doing just a simple hack squat. Really forcing my feet on this first set, really close together here. I'm going to go close together, and then I'm going to go wide with my toes pointed out. Doing 3 total sets here. First one, just close together.
One thing I do want to say, especially for those girls who are just starting to work out, don't be afraid of the gym. I know that a lot of girls are timid to come in and to work out and, you know, get in with the guys, and don't be, because a lot of the guys don't know what they're doing. So, you know, take Steve's advice, take my advice, come in, you know, just make sure you have the correct form. That's the biggest thing, and just don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. You know, if anything, the guys will be intimidated by you.
That's the truth. A girl that knows her way around the gym, there's nothing sexier than a girl that just walks up to a squat rack or a machine, knows what the hell she's doing, sets it on there, and just attacks it. So, I mean, Katie's getting her Swoldier on today.
Legs are burning. I'm waiting on Steve because, you know, he's a little behind. I'm just joking.
All right, for our last exercise, we're gonna just do a single movement. You know, this is a little bit heavier day for quads than it is hamstrings. We started out with a giant exercise. Well, after our warm-up, our leg curls and leg extensions, we went straight into a giant set, which involved 3 movements. Then we went to a superset. We're gonna finish off with just a single movement, 1 exercise. We're gonna do 3 sets. It's just gonna be a lunge. So I'm gonna keep it on the same foot, and then I'm gonna switch. But fairly light, again, because I'm going higher reps. And on these, we've done lunges before. These ones are gonna be more of a stationary lunge, where I keep my chest, my knee is gonna be in line, all the way down, just come all the way back up.
A lot of girls like to do this because they feel it more in their glutes, which, who doesn't want a bigger booty? I mean, I do. And I'm fighting against some Asian genetics, so if you have any questions, let me know. I can tell you how to beat those. Anyway, the key here, obviously with any lunges, you want to keep your core tight because you don't want that extra weight on your lower back. And to keep your hips forward. So the best thing for me is to do it in a mirror so I can correct my own form. So you're gonna take the steps sideways and you're gonna keep your hips forward like I said, and then like this, push off your heel, step across, other leg, just like that.
We're gonna knock out this last set together. Little team BSN, Team Optimum,
Team
Bodybuilding.com, Team Idaho, Team Boise. Although we did go to rival high schools. I will never be Team Eagle High School, sorry.
Never.
And she will never be Team Centennial, but that's okay.
One state, multiple times.
That's it for leg day today here on Swoldier and Swoldier Nation. Katie, look out for Katie.
Yes.
You got that Nordic Pro coming up. You'll see her on that Olympia stage. I'm calling it right now. So, Swoldier out. Thank you, Katie.
Thanks, guys. Hope you'll stay around.
You'll see more of her working out with us here in the future.